A very good morning and welcome to yet another edition of the YES101's Visual Radio this morning. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Jadabdeen. We start off with a look at your headlines.
Newsfirst headline.
In headlines, general election campaigning to conclude at midnight today. Over 2,500 complaints related to upcoming general election reported. Moscow targeted as Ukraine and Russia trade huge drone attacks. And in sports, injured Mushfiqur ruled out of West Indies tests. And now to news in detail. In local news, campaign activities for the 2024 general election conclude at midnight. Today, Chairman of the National Election Commission RMAL Ratnayaka says that starting from midnight today, the 14th, which is the election day, election campaigning will be prohibited. Now, this means a silent period will be in effect. He also reminds candidates of the election that the operations of campaign officers which have been established on an electorate basis must be concluded from midnight of the 12th of November. He says that from that point onwards, it is only officers of the party or independent groups established in each electoral district that may remain operational. The chairman of the National Election Commission further notes that candidates may continue to maintain campaign offices in their residences until midnight of the 12th of November. However, he adds that no propaganda material may be displayed there. In addition, he says that if there is a campaign office or a residence of a candidate located within a 500-meter radius from a polling station, no propaganda material should be displayed there either. And on to more local news, the National Election Commission says that the number of complaints related to the upcoming general election has risen to 2,580. Out of these complaints, 20 are related to acts of violence. Now, the Commission also says that 2,525 complaints are concerning the violation of election laws. And up next is international news.
International news.
And now moving on to news overseas. Russia and Ukraine have carried out their largest drone attacks against each other since the start of the war. Now, Russia's defense ministry said it intercepted 84 Ukrainian drones over 6 regions, including some approaching Moscow, which forced flights to be diverted from 3 of the capital's major airports. Now, Ukraine's Air Force said Russia launched 145 drones towards every part of the country on Saturday night, with most shot down. Up next is your update on sports.
Sports news.
In sports, it's cricket. In cricket, Mushfiqur Rahim has been left out of the Bangladesh squad for the upcoming 2-test series against West Indies due to a finger injury. While his absence means Bangladesh will go into a test series for the first time in 16 years without any of Shakib Al Hasan, Tamim Iqbal or Mushfiqur Rahim in the squad. Now, Mushfiqur, a veteran of 94 tests, was also suffering from a shoulder injury since the Pakistan test series in August. Now, he also suffered the finger injury during the first ODI against Afghanistan in Sharjah last week. Now, Tamim Iqbal has not played a test since last year, while Shakib Al Hasan had announced his retirement in Kanpur in September, although he couldn't play his desired farewell test in Dhaka last month. And with that, of course, we wrap up this edition of the YES101's Visual Radio this morning. For the Newsfirst team, I've been Shuad Abdin. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.